Once again, welcome back to our YouTube channel Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about the principal axis method. So first we have in this lecture we know the concept of principal axis method, and then we are going to solve a numerical problem to find out the bending stress of a given section by using the principal axis. Now, concept of principal axis. Concept of principal axis. So which axis do we call as a principal axis? Let's see the two axes about which the product of moment of inertia about x-axis and y-axis is equal to 0. That is, if ixy, that is product of moment of inertia about x-axis and y-axis, equal to 0, then that axis we called as principal axis. Suppose this is a section, and if this one is x-axis and this one is y-axis, let's take this one is point G, that is the centroidal point for that section. Centroidal point. Now, if we draw like this, and if this axis is inclined at theta angle with respect to x and y, that is with respect to centroidal axis, then this axis is called principal axis. This axis is called principal axis for that section. So here we are seeing theta. So to find out the theta, we have to use the formula tan 2 theta equal to 2I xy upon Iyy minus Ixx, and we have to calculate theta value from here. So we can know the inclination of principal axis with respect to centroidal point or centroidal axis for this section. Second point, we have to know principal moment of inertia. So the moment of inertia about the principal axis of a section is called principal moment of inertia. So generally we represent principal moment of inertia as IUU, and about x-axis, this one is about x-axis, and IVV about y-axis. So in case of symmetrical section, Ixy equal to 0 for principal axis method, but in case of unsymmetrical section, the Ixy is not equal to 0. Suppose this one is a T section, so this one is unsymmetrical section. That's why for that T section, Ixy is not equal to 0. But when we are taking a I section, so this one is a symmetrical section. For I section, Ixy equal to 0. A given question is a simply supported beam of length 5 mm at which 20 kN load is acting at its center, and due to bending it form a shape of T section as shown in figure. So according to question, this one is a simply supported beam and 20 kilonewton load is acting at its center point. So this one is the center point and the total length for the beam is given as 5 mm. So we know that for a simply supported beam, if a load is acting at its center, the moment about at the supported point equal to WL upon 4. So this one is also WF upon 4 and this length is 2.5 mm, half and this length is also 2.5 mm. Now as we know, for the first step to solve the bending stress by any method, we have to divide a given section into different section and find out the centroid and moment of inertia for whole section. So I am taking this as the first section and this one as a second section. So for first section, to find out the centroid for whole section, we have to find out x1 value, y1 value, and for second section we have to find out x2 value and y2 value. So x1 equal to this one for first section, x1 equal to horizontal length upon 2, so 50 upon 2 equal to 25 mm. Y1 equal to this whole length, so this length is given 10, 110 minus 10, this length becomes 100 only, so 100 plus 10 upon 2 equal to 105 mm. For second section, x2 equal to, for this section x2 equal to, this one is 10 upon 2 equal to 5 mm. Similarly y2 equal to this length upon 2, 100 upon 2 equal to 50 mm. Now we have to find out the area for each section. So I am taking A1 as area for first section. The given section is in the form of rectangle, so we know that for a rectangle, area length into breadth, so 50 into 10, it becomes 500 mm square. Similarly, A2 denote the area of second section. So for second section, length and breadth is given here, 100 into 10, that is 1000 mm square. We know that x bar equal to A1 x1 plus A2 x2 upon A1 plus A2. So after substituting the value of this all, we get x bar equal to 11.6 mm. Similarly, y bar equals to A1 y1 upon A2 y2 upon A1 plus A2. After substituting this all value, we get y bar as 68.33 mm. Now we have to find out the moment of inertia about x-axis. So Ixx for whole section. For whole section, Ixx1 plus Ixx2. That is moment of inertia about x-axis for first section, and this one is moment of inertia about x-axis for second section. We know that Ixx equal to b1 d1 cube upon 2l plus a1 y1 minus y bar whole square plus b2 d2 cube upon 2l plus a2 y2 minus y bar whole square. Calculating this, we get Ixx is equal to 1854833.33 mm power 4. Similarly, we have to find out Iyy moment of inertia about y-axis for whole section. So Iyy1 plus Iyy2. We know that Iyy equal to d1 b1 cube upon 2l plus a1 x1 minus x bar whole square plus d2 b2 cube upon 2l plus a2 x2 minus x bar whole square. After calculating this, we get Iyy equal to 245839.99 mm power 4. Now Ixy equal to, for first section A1, x1 minus x bar, y1 minus y bar, plus for second section A2, x2 minus x bar, y2 minus y bar. If we substitute all the value here given, now Ixy equal to, it become 3667 mm power 4. Now after calculating this, we have to find out the theta value. Theta means the inclination of principal axis with respect to centroidal axis. So we know that to find out the theta value, a formula tan 2 theta equal to 2 Ixy upon Iyy minus Ixx. So 2 Ixx value is 36667 upon Iyy value is 245839.99 minus Ixx value is 1845833.33. If you calculate theta from here, you will get minus 12.30 degree. Here negative sign indicate principal axis lies in second quadrant. After finding the theta value, we are going to find out, see, in the given question, this one is a given section. So if this one is a y dash and this axis is x dash, if we are taking this as a centroid point G for the given section, so theta value is minus 12.30. So the principal axis inclined like this with respect to centroidal axis. This one is first quadrant, this one is second quadrant, this one third quadrant, this one is fourth quadrant. So the inclination of this principal axis with respect to centroidal axis, that is this point, is 12.30. Now after finding this, we have to find out the principle of moment of inertia about the principal axis. So IUU, we know that formula, Ixx cos square theta upon Iyy sin square theta minus Ixy sin 2 theta. Similarly, IVV, that is moment of inertia of principal axis about y axis. So Iyy cos square theta plus Ixx sin square theta. This one is also plus Ixy sin 2 theta. Take this as the equation first and this as the equation second. Now we are going to substitute all the value in equation first. So IU equal to Ixx. Ixx value is 1845833.33. Cos square theta value is 12.30 plus Iyy value is 245839.99. Sin square theta value is 12.30 minus Ixy. Ixy value is 36667. So Ixy value is 3667 sin 2 theta. So 2 into 12.30. After calculating this, we get IUG value minus 165341451.55 mm power 4. Similarly, we have to substitute all the value in equation second. So IVV equal to Iyy. Iyy, you know that 245839.99 cos a square theta value is 12.30 plus ixx value is 1845833.33 sin a square theta value is 12.3 plus ixy value is 3667 sin 2 into 12.30. After calculating this value, we get IVV equal to 82371 4.54 mm power 4. Now we have to find out the bending stress for the section. So we know that bending stress formula is mu into u upon IVV plus mv into v by iuu. This formula mu represent moment for resolution of force about x-axis and mv represent the moment of resolution of force about y-axis. So first we have to calculate u. We know that u equal to y cos theta plus x sin theta. Take this as equation third. Similarly, v equal to y cos theta minus x sin theta. Take this one as equation 4. Now here this theta value we know, y and x value we don't know. So x and y value represent the location of a point where we are going to find out the bending stress for that section. Suppose I am taking this as A, B and this as a C, this as a D. If we have to find out bending stress at this corner of the section, then for A point we have to find out the x value and y value. Similarly, for B point we have to find out xy value, and for all point, if in question they ask to find out the bending stress in all the corner of a section, then we have to find out the x and y component for whole section at all the point of the given section. So for first point, for point A, you just take this as a, this one denote the x bar and this one denote the y bar. So previously we get y bar value as 68.33 and x bar value is 11.6. So if this one is a base, then this portion is x bar. We know that x bar value is 11.6. So for point A, the x value equal to x bar value because the same length. No, so x equal to 11.6 mm. Y value, that means vertical length. So for y value, see this total length is given 110 mm and this length is 10 mm. Now we already know y bar value is 68.33. So we have to calculate this length, 110 minus 68.33. 110 minus 68.33, we get y equal to 41.67. Now we have to substitute x and y value in this equation and this equation. So we get the value of u and v for point A. So substitute u is equal to 40, y equal to 41.67, cos theta value we know that 12.30 plus x value is 11.6, sin theta value is 12.30. If you calculate this, we get u equal to 33.30 mm. Similarly, if you calculate v value from here, y cos theta minus x sin theta. For point A, y equal to, you know that 41.67, cos theta value is 12.30 minus x value is 11.6, sin theta value is 12.30. So after calculating this, we get v equal to 35.38 mm. Similarly, for point C, we are just going to calculate the bending stress as 2 point. If you want, you can find the bending stress at all corner, I'm just going to find the bending stress at point A and point C. So for point C, x is equal to C, this length, horizontal length. So this total is 10 mm. So half portion of this equal to 5 mm. Y equal to 4C point. This one is the centroidal point. So vertical length up to C from the centroidal point. So this one denote the Y bar. Y bar value we already know, 68.33. Now we substitute the value of x and y in this equation to calculate the u and v value for C point. So u equal to, we know that y cos theta. Y value is 68.33. Cos theta value is 12.30 plus x value is 5. Sin theta value is 12.30. After calculating this, we get u is equal to 19.44 mm. Similarly, to calculate v, we have to substitute in this equation y value and x value. So y value is 68.33, cos theta value is 12.30 minus x value is 5, sin theta value is 12.30. After calculating this, we get v equal to 65.49 mm. After finding the u and v value, we have to substitute in this equation to find out the bending stress for point A and point C. But before to find out the bending stress, we have to find out this value, mu value and mv value. So just see, this one is the location of principal axis with respect to centroidal axis, inclined at 12.30. Now if we resolve this into two axes, this one has a horizontal axis and this one has a vertical axis, we know that if a load or force acting like this, and if we are going to resolve this force, then the force resolve like this one for x-axis and this one for y-axis. So this one is mv sin theta and this one is m cos theta. M value is nothing but, we know that, moment. So moment, previously we see that moment value for a simply supported beam and load is acting at a center, m is equal to WL upon 4. So first we have to find out m value and then sin theta, and here also m value cos theta. Now for this x in this direction, this one equal to how much? WL upon 4 by WL upon 4 into sin theta, and this force equal to WL upon 4 by cos theta. Now you just see mu equal to WL upon 4 sin theta. So W value is how much? 20 kilonewton. So 20 into 10 power 3. L value is 5 upon 4. Sin theta value is 12.30. After calculating this, we get MB equal to 5325.75 mm. Only we have to find out MU. MU value, you know that, WL upon 4 cos theta. So 20 into 10 power 3 upon 4 into cos theta value is 12.30. After calculating this, we get mu equal to 426.39 mm. Now we have to find out the bending stress at point A and similarly and for point C also. So we are going to substitute this all value for calculating bending stress at point A. Sigma B is mu into u upon IVB plus mv into v upon IUU. We know that mu value is 24426.39 into u value for point A is 3.33. Now IVV value is 823714.54 plus MV value 25.75 into V value for point A is 35.38 upon IUU. minus 1.1653451.558. After calculating this, we get sigma b equal to 0.87 Newton per mm square. This one is tensile. So this one is the maximum tensile bending stress at corner A. Now we have to find out bending stress at point C. So 4 point C, sigma b equal to mu into u upon I Vv plus mv into v upon I uu. We know that mu value 24426.139 upon I Vv value is 823714.54 plus mv value is 5325.75 upon IUU value is minus 1653451.558 into this one is V value. So V value 4.C 65.69 and here U value for point C 19.44. After calculating this, we get sigma b equal to 0.358 Newton per mm square. And while calculating, we get this negative sign. So this one is compressive bending stress. So in this, I'm just find out the bending stress at point A and C. If you want to calculate the bending stress in all the corner or all point like A, B, here C, D, E, F, then you just calculate like this. That much we had finished the topic on symmetrical bending under aircraft structure 2. So now the today's session end. If you like my videos, like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get new video notifications.